Mic check! I'm famous for mic check in the room. All right? I'm famous for mic check in the room. We're going to talk about Mayor Pugh? No, we're going to talk about the whole Democratic Party. Because Mayor Pugh is just one amongst many that is getting paid for what they do. Anybody that was part of the Governor O'Malley mob machine that took pictures with O'Malley, they get paid with O'Malley. O'Malley got more dirty money than you can imagine. You feel me? So we're going to make sure that we keep this 100. Because like I said, I've been doing a documentary and a movie about Governor O'Malley since 2006. Very detailed. I know where his money at. I know his contributors. I know because his contributors are they work for me. I work for them. I'm a caterer. I work for 85% of the richest people in the state. I work for Dr. Rubinsky, Johnny Oleski. I work for Jack Young. I even cook for Mayor Pugh. I cook for the richest people in the state. Bart Mitchell, Governor Ehrlich. You feel me? And when I'm cooking, I listen to your stories. I listen to the lies. I listen how you created plans to lock black people up. We talking about mass incarceration, zero tolerance, and stop and frisk. All right. Now, Mayor Pugh, they put Mayor Pugh in place because she was trying to get these programs to get away from the prison industry. She was trying to divert it. But Maryland has a contract with the prison industry. Maryland has a contract with the prison industry. All right. Baltimore City has a contract with the prison industry. And they have to put bodies in jail. So they got to keep this scenario about the violence and the guns and the gangs. Nobody wants to talk about ending the war on drugs. Nobody wants to talk about mass incarceration on that level. But you want to talk about treatment for opioids. You feel me? Like I said, I'm a documentarian. I'm shorty. I've been in everybody's house. And I go to everywhere. Annapolis, D.C., you feel me? City Hall. Gilmore Projects. Ain't a hood that I can't go. Ain't a hood that I ain't good in. You feel me? So when I tell you this is the truth. So if you're going after Mayor Pugh, you got 52 more people to go after. Jayne Miller is one of them. Richard Sher is one of them. Christian Schaefer is one of them. Stephen Janis is one of them. Because you use the media to demonize black people and you use the media to do your dirty work. Well, the shielding law don't cover the media. If the media participates in a crime, the media needs to go to jail too. Or they need to lose their FCC license. And like I said, I made a movie and a documentary about y'all. It's about race and racism in America. Being black in America. You feel me? And I'm going to show you the politics in Maryland. The corruption in Maryland. And you got a problem with me? Lock me up. Charge me with something. I've been trying to charge y'all with something for the last 10 years. Since 2008, I've been trying to charge y'all. But now since y'all got Kathleen Pugh jammed up, dog, she gonna snitch. I made a stop snitching video back in 2006. It was about the guns and drugs and how y'all locked drug dealers up and how y'all was robbing drug dealers here in Baltimore and in Chicago. That's where I'm from. I came here to tell you about yourself. You feel me? I changed my product. I didn't change my hustle. I don't sell drugs no more. I sell sandwiches. You feel me? And I do good things in the community. So this is for my OSI fellowship program. This is my submission. All right? It's the Minority Report. It's the good in the hood. That's my homeless program. You feel me? That's my homeless program. And Mayor Pugh was supposed to help me with this. She's supposed to be a part of that. And she turned me down because she wanted to go with United Way money. We're going to talk about United Way too. We're going to talk about the Greater Baltimore Committee. Y'all seen the movie The 13th Amendment? Well, if you seen the movie The 13th Amendment, you've seen the part about Alec. Well, if you look at Baltimore City and you look at Alec, go to the Greater Baltimore Committee. That's the version of Alec. Like I said, I'm going to break you down. I'm going to rat you out. You know, Baltimore got a lot of rats, right? I'm going to show you what mine look like. To dismantle a master's house, you got to use the master's tools. I use a computer. I use a camera. I use Facebook. I use Twitter. I use Instagram. God damn, I use Instagram. And I use MySpace. We're going to take it back a while. I'm going to pull your card 2019. All right? See that? I'm going to pull your card. This deck was used playing at the fabulous casino. Yeah, this was in Las Vegas, dog. This was Caesar's Palace, because that's where I was supposed to be before y'all kidnapped me in February of 2011. Now, this right here going to tie all y'all's asses up, because the Department of Justice got this over a year ago. I filed this in 2018. And Al Retmer, my insurance, I was insured, all right, to make sure I covered my bases. You feel me? So we're going to go down the road. Check that case number out. Get that case number. Get the information filed in that case. Very detailed. Then go to the Department of Justice, Ronald Davis. See that? Whistleblower's application. I blew the whistle on Baltimore City and Baltimore County. See the date? 2015. Eric Holder. All right? Eric Holder. See the date? 2014. So I've been talking about Baltimore's corruption for 10, 15 years. But Johnny Oleski wrote the Department of Justice on the 24th of 2019. All right? The Department of Justice to investigate Shorty's case. Because everything I've been saying, the sky is falling. And we're going to make sure that Rosenstein produces my evidence. We're going to show the criminal acts by the city of Baltimore. We're going to show the criminal acts by the Democratic Party. Now, Pugh, this is what you do. I put that rat in your lap. I put you in that rat's lap for a reason. You better go on and snitch on these people because they getting ready to send you through the ringer. You getting ready to lose everything you got. You seen what they did to me? They took $2.6 million from me. They took my house, they took everything from me. What you think they going to do to you? They getting ready to get you, Pugh. So you need to do what I did. Turn them in. Snitch. Rat their asses out. That's Governor O'Malley. That's the leader of this bullshit. You feel me? That's the Department of Justice. They got this last year. They got my case a whole year ago. So I exposed Pugh, the rest of y'all, long time before y'all got on her ass. Department of Justice got my case filed. Go look it up. File a Freedom of Information Act. You feel me? I love it when a plan comes together. Convicts call, confessions coerce. Yeah, that's how you make your money in the prison industry. It's the art of getting money. The illegal war on drugs. You feel me? Stop and frisk and zero tolerance. Dog, I'm getting ready to go after your money. And I'm getting ready to dig in your ass. I'm going to make it real simple. 2 cases. That's the case when Governor O'Malley sent 18 police officers in my house, putting guns to my head. The FBI got a tape on this, and I got a 911 call. That's in 2010, all right? That's in 2010, long before y'all called me a terrorist. Y'all mad because I ain't no cowardly dog. Like I said, I ain't from Baltimore. I came here straight out the penitentiary, N62528. You feel me? Straight out the penitentiary. I had an interstate compact. I was on parole. You feel me? So I ain't scared of the police. I ain't scared of jail. Only thing I'm scared of is God not loving me. And that day ain't came yet. I'm going to fast forward to 2011 because you charged me with terrorism. This material right here was introduced in this case right here. State of Illinois, Maryland versus Dwayne Davis. You feel me? In that case right there, I fired my lawyer and I defended myself. I fired my lawyer and defended myself, and I'm a high school dropout. But I know enough law to keep my ass out of jail. I know enough law to send somebody to jail. The movie, the documentary was about Governor O'Malley, Dwayne Davis, Falls Road. It's the Get Shorty program. And Governor O'Malley approved the program. The program was about Governor O'Malley. It was a Shorty program. Self-help organization for the redevelopment and re-education of the young. It was about mass incarceration in the prison industry. It was about the good in the hood, turning a negative into a positive. Like I said, I changed my product. I didn't change my hustle. I don't sell drugs no more. I sell sandwiches. I barbecue. I cater. My client list is the same as when I sold drugs. I sold drugs to politicians. I sold drugs to police. You feel me? N62528, State of Illinois versus Dwayne Davis. I turned in guns and drugs to the police at the police station to end the war on drugs. I showed you the art of getting money. We traded the penitentiary for the plantation, cotton for cocaine, and we the cash crop. You feel me? We the cash crop. From California to New York City. Anywhere where you got a higher population of black people, you locking black people up. And I'm going to change this into a three-ring circus. Now, Greg Bernstein had this in 2011. February the 2nd, 2011. I turned this into Greg Bernstein. You feel me? And in 2013, I went and got my information and my material back from Greg Bernstein. Y'all banned me from going to the state's attorney's office. That's blocking me access to the court. That's against the law. I made a movie and a documentary about the 2014 elections too. You feel me? And I made one about the 2018. Because y'all stole property from me. Y'all stole the videos. So it ain't just Pugh. You need to look at him too. You need to look at Nick Mosby. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Nick Mosby and Marilyn Mosby. Y'all bought a house over there off of, in the back of North Avenue where y'all tore that property down. Y'all knew they was going to tear that property down. Y'all knew the property value was going to go up. You had insider knowledge of that. You had inside knowledge. You feel me? You and your wife. I know because I was a caterer. I worked for Dean Witter, Morgan Stanley. I worked for the Greater Baltimore Committee. And I knew about it too. You feel me? But I ain't investing like that because I ain't going to get caught up. I want to leave Baltimore. But before I leave, I'm going to give you the most wanted. I'm going to show you the corruption and the racism. If you going after Pugh, I got 52 more to get. I got 52 more, and I'm going to name you and show you who you is. You go to WJZ, Vic Carter. You go to Mike Shue. You go to Richard Sher. Because y'all did the first story on me from Hard Look when I came out of jail and opened up my store. Well, I'm going to show you the role that the media plays in this shit, too. You're going to lose your FCC license, and I'm going to sue your ass. I'm out $2.6 million. I'm going to sue you for everything I lost, and I'm going to name you in the lawsuit. Soon as the Department of Justice comes, when the Department of Justice comes, so is the FCC. When the Department of Justice comes, we're going to look at Governor O'Malley. When the Department of Justice comes, you're going to have to put everything on the table. Because I'm going to put everything on the table. I got an insurance claim with Al Retmer. I got a hearing coming up. You feel me? Cabinets had this. You feel me? But Johnny Oleski got it, and he gave me the letter to go to the Department of Justice. If he went to jail, and y'all seen how he went to jail, he worked for me. He was working for me before he went to jail, and when he get out of jail, he gonna work for me. Because we talked about the corruption and how y'all do black people. Y'all fed him to the dogs, well, we gonna feed you to the dogs too. We're gonna feed you to the dogs, Bilal. We're gonna feed you to the dogs, Bilal. You feel me? We're gonna show you the snake that you is. You feel me? Frank Conway, your daddy destroyed evidence for my case. I had a $54 million lawsuit. Your daddy destroyed that evidence. We're going to name all y'all. Make sure that y'all keep all this 100. You got a problem with me? Holler at me. I ain't hard to find. Hooray. Yeah. You said you was going to give me access to the grand jury. I want access to the state grand jury to turn in Scott Schellenberger. I'm going to turn in the Democratic Party for the racism and the corruption and dare you to say something wrong. When I see you in public, I'm going to ask politely. I'm going to do what I got to do. But I want not just Mayor Pugh. I want all of y'all to go to jail. I want McFadden to go to jail. I'm going to rat all y'all asses out. And McIntosh, you can't avoid this. You had knowledge and evidence. You're going to talk about it. Dwayne G. Davis, 1402 Lochner. Michael Alport, Grays Lake, Illinois. I sent this to myself when I was in jail. It says it right here. This is an agreement between Michael Alport and Dwayne G. Davis. We are working together to expose the racially oppressive judicial system in Lake County, Illinois. Yeah, I did Lake County, Illinois, and I did Maryland. I did both of y'all, the best of both worlds. And that tape is already online. It's on file. It's online. It's on YouTube. Maryland's prison industry. Yeah, it's about an hour and a half long. It's deeper than the 13th Amendment. It's about mass incarceration in your prison industry. Right here. If y'all can read, I know y'all can read. That's President Obama. That's me incarcerated. That hair is my DNA. You feel me? That's Governor O'Malley and Mr. McGee. You feel me? I'm going to give you something to see. We're going to look at Caminets. You feel me? Because there go the letter right there. Dwayne G. Davis, 11950 Falls Road. We're going to talk about Keith Davis because he got a trial coming up. I'm Shorty. I own Shorties. I own all of me. 100 shares. And I ain't sharing with nobody. You feel me? You owe me $2.6 million because I exposed your corruption and your racism. You took my truck, my computer, but I'm back on my grill. I'm back on my grind. I'm back on my job. $30 million awarded. Yeah. I might go for $60 million when I file my lawsuit. Because Al Redmer said I could file a civil and a criminal case. Governor Hogan got evidence. I record phone calls. I got recorded phone calls to Governor Hogan's office. I got recorded phone calls to the FBI, the Department of Justice, Governor O'Malley's office. Dog, I got a lot of fucking tapes. It's going to be like Baltimore, rewired. Except I ain't got to change nobody's name. When I make this movie and I call your name out, I could put your name on it. I could put your name on it. I could put your name on it. I could put your face on it, and you can't do shit about it. You said you was going to give me access to the grand jury for them kidnapping me. I was kidnapped by the state of Maryland on February the 11th. You feel me? I was kidnapped. We're going to talk about my kidnapping when I come down to Annapolis. We're going to talk about Bobby Zirkin because he benefited from my kidnapping. And he's sitting on the Judiciary Committee. Everything that Bobby Zirkin does, everything that Scott Schellenberger, dog, I want it all. You seen me when I talked to Councilman Quirk. Y'all quiet as a church mouse. The FBI and the Department of Justice is coming to Baltimore County. Y'all don't have no dissent decree. We're going to talk about the money in your courts. We're going to have Scott Schellenberger disbarred. And Scott Schellenberger ain't built for jail, but jail built for Scott Schellenberger. Jail built for you. I'm going to take your party apart. Piece by piece. Piece by piece. Because it's the criminalization of poverty. And I'm tired of being broke. I'm homeless because of you. But I'm not broken because of you. I ain't bitter. I'm better. You feel me? That's real talk. Remember that. Now, Governor Hogan, you got this. Julian Jones, you got this. And like I said, I'm going to pull your card. Because I'm going to play your green cards. I'm going to pull your cards and show you who knew what and when. Shorty's Underground Rib Shack, 11950 Falls Road. Yeah, y'all owe me money. That's for an audit. I want to audit, a federal and a state audit on Jake's Grill, Shorty's Pit Beef, for the last 10 years, 15 years. We're going to audit this and we're going to bring this all to the light of day. That's FBI, Richard McPhilly. If you go to the FBI in Baltimore City and the FBI in Chicago, Illinois, I got a case file. That shit like 4 inches deep. You feel me? 4 inches deep. This is my file here with the Internal Affairs Division in Baltimore City when y'all sent them police to my house and put guns to my head. Hey, dog, y'all better check my resume. If I don't hear that gun go click and bang and I feel that hot lead, fuck you. I ain't scared to get, man, dog, I ain't scared of no guns. I'm not scared of the police. I come from a culture of guns. I come from a culture that you don't want to see. You feel me? So like I said, Richard McPhilly was in City Hall when I chased Chief Johnson out of City Hall. I had Chief Johnson hot than a motherfucker. He turned red as a popsicle. Yeah, I chased Chief Johnson out of office. Out of City Hall, I chased Brian Frosh. Know about it? You know about it? I chased Brian Frosh down and catch him in public, and he don't want to talk about it. But he want to go after Donald Trump when you got all the corruption right here in Baltimore City and Baltimore County. You won't go after these individuals right here in your own backyard. You want to waste my money on Donald Trump. No, waste my money on these individuals. Waste my money on him. Because I want Bobby Zirkin and Scott Schellenberger locked up. That's coercion. That's conspiracy against my civil and constitutional rights. You feel me? I know the law, and we're going to play with the law. I'm going to put a lot more toilets out. And these toilets are going to be very informative. You feel me? Very informative. We're going to talk about who supports Shorty. You feel me? Because Shorty feed a lot of people in Baltimore. And then we're going to talk about Aisha Khan. We're going to talk about Aisha Khan and the Democratic Central Committee in Baltimore County. Aisha Khan owed me $500. She didn't pay me. And she didn't file me on the campaign financing report. She never filed me on her taxes. That's what? Election fraud? Election violations? Yeah. And this man right here, Shab, I can't even pronounce your name, but this man right here said that blacks in America are lazy. That's why we got a problem with brown people. You feel me? You say that blacks are lazy. I'm not lazy. I'm far from lazy. But to dismantle a master's house, I'm going after Aisha Khan. You owe me $500 and you didn't file with the Board of Elections. You're going to lose your spot on the Democratic Central Committee in Baltimore County. And I'm going to file my paperwork in Annapolis. Justice, yeah. We're going to do it all. Because you're not going to run me out of town. You're not going to run me around. You owe me, you're going to pay me. It's the art of getting money. Y'all bringing a lot of people from the Mideast descent here. You bring people from Africa here. And you using them in the pharmaceutical companies inside the prison industry. You're using them for guards. Well, we're going to talk about the opioid epidemic versus the crack epidemic. We're going to talk about legalized weed versus Johnny on the corner going to jail for nickel bags. The war on drugs, we're going to talk about how y'all getting paid off of it. We're going to talk about how you know what I'm saying, in your relationship with Bobby Zirkin. Y'all got to see me if you like it or not. We're going to finish this where we started at. Get Shorty. You feel me? I wear my hoodie wherever I go. This is a onesie. You feel me? I even wear my hood to bed. That's how hood I am. Now, it's the first thing in the morning, so I don't want nobody saying that they don't know. You got a problem with me, holler at me. You got a problem with me, lock me up. Take me to court, cuz. I'm good in the courtroom. I ain't lost a case yet. And in case you want to find out, go Google me. Justin Fenton, Baltimore Sun, Kerry Wells, all of y'all. Dog, I want all of y'all accountable. You lied to the public. You said I was a terrorist. I'm a drug dealer. I'm a cook. I'm a caterer. I ain't going to terrorize nobody. If I got a problem with somebody, I come for what belonged to me. 2019, I'm coming for what belonged to me. I got a movie called Letters Design. What you going to do when the movie come out? I don't have to change nobody's names. This going to be so real. It's going to be the realest thing that you ever seen. You feel me? When I say Kathleen Pugh, I say Kathleen Pugh. When I say Larry Hogan, Larry Hogan. When I say Ehrlich, Ehrlich. And I got pictures with all of y'all. This shit too legit to quit. So like I said, I named you. I showed you. You got a problem with me, holler at me. But it ain't just Mayor Pugh. You got 52 more to go. Jayne Miller need to go. Jayne Miller participated in it. You feel me? Your media that participated in it. I'm coming out. I got a new toilet. I got art shows coming out. I'm applying for the fellowship, for Baltimore OSI fellowship. If they give me that fellowship, I get $60,000. I get $60,000, I'm really going to tear into y'all's ass. Shorty got the traveling toilet. I'm getting ready to go down to the Inner Harbor and put my shit on display. We're going to see if you're going to lock me up today. Mic check!